कैंडिड इंटरफेस को स्वागत। आज आम गहणर अच्छा डॉक्टर जगन्नाथ पटनायक से वाइस चांसलर ICFAI यूनिवर्सिटी सिक्किम से जड़े अति उच्च कोटीर जड़े शिक्षाविद। आज आम गहन थी आम निश्चित भाव में बहुत खुशी अनुभव करुचु। डॉक्टर पटनायक, वी आर इंडीड इलेटेड टू वेलकम यू to our studio. The first question which I am sure you will enjoy is, we understand that you are among the youngest vice chancellors in the university. In fact, you are also even now the member of the council of the Association of the Indian Universities. Now how do you feel, governing council member of the Association of Universities, youngest professor in the country, you are a professor, now you are a vice chancellor of the country, and at the same time you are one among the senior most also. Now how you feel about it?
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Actually, what I have experienced in my life journey, that every time I take up a new assignment as director or vice president or vice chancellor, I have served almost 4 tenures as vice chancellor, 1 tenure as vice president of the Manipal Education Group, register of Manipal Educational Group. And after seeing all these achievements, I see that self confidence and your attitude matters, your maturity matters. It is not the consideration of your age to become a vice chancellor. Nowadays you must have experienced or must have seen that many of the vice chancellors are after 60 years of age, and they continue up to 65 years of age. But when they continue as a vice chancellor after 60, they could not give much time for the development of the university. As being a youngest, you get a chance to develop the university in a better way. So this is what I have seen, and my organizations, my employers have given me that opportunity to develop, that is A to Z commissioning of the university. You know the concept to commissioning of the university. So that is how I feel more expertise in the field, and people around the country, as you said rightly, that I am the governing council member of the Association of Indian Universities. I am member of various boards and councils of the Central Board of Secondary Education, ICSC board, and many other state education reforms commissions. This is all because of my expertise, my experience, and my way of dealing with the people, with the self confidence.
Yeah, man management is very important. You are very rightly said, because man management is very important. Wherever you work, you need to manage people, then only things move in the right direction.
Yes.
Great to listen to you. Now one little thing I would just like to ask you, you would be happy to hear about your childhood days and your early education, like Satyasai Anushthan, you were studying over there, and how has been your, from one phase to another, from school to college, universities, and now you are a vice chancellor. My God, different phases in life. How you feel now? What is your experience?
So you can say this as a miracle journey, because you have to stop believing an upbeat journey of a miracle of a person. So my childhood days gave me the basic foundation, being the student of Satyasai Educational Group. But now in this present scenario, we are missing that basic foundation, which is known as character education or moral education, whatever may be. There is a saying that the end of education is character. If the character is lost, everything is lost. And in the organization like a spiritual organizations like Satyasai, and where I worked, my first employer is a Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, where I learned the meditation and the advanced techniques of meditation.
We understand that many people, they revere you as a Biswa Guru, because you are specialized in transcendental meditation. What you have to say on that?
As I told you, the basic foundation which I received from the Satya Sai educational group and from the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, I have learnt many techniques of sadhana, whether it is yajna-anushtana, whether it is teaching meditations, teaching stress management in the corporate world. This what I have taught everywhere, whether it is in army, in the paramilitary forces, in the government, in the member of parliaments. Everybody is my disciples.
Wonderful.
Even Sushma Swaraj, Kaushal Swaraj, they are my disciples.
Right.
Those are the days where I have given much knowledge to this spiritual world, and people they come to me for basic questions about their life, about their predictions, how they will have to go, and mostly the advices for better living.
Yeah,
so
right.
my organization which I have now running is a positive living center. Positive living means how you can make your life positive, because work by its very nature is about violence to the spirit as well as to the body. It is about accidents as well as fist fighting. So these are the daily humiliations of a human being. So if you do or practice every day at least 15 minutes of meditation, it gives your life a better experience, like a bliss.
There is always enlightenment in that.
Yeah, like a bliss.
Yeah.
And when you have the bliss, you can enjoy the fruit. That
Right.
is called Sat Chit Anand. You are aware, and you are aware of truth and aware of happiness. This is what is the foundation in the spiritual organizations or spiritual life journey about me.
I would say, right, when you are very young also, you are very spirited and motivated, because I have seen you, during your childhood days, and now I find, you continue that same spirit. Now, I would like to ask you, who has been your inspiration to what you are today?
See, my inspiration is my parents, who has grown me up to this level. Every time we meet our parents, they only taught good things to us, how to become a good human being, because nowadays we are only producing graduates, but we are not producing the man making people, means how you can build your own characters and build others, that we have forgotten. But that foundation has been given by my parents, which has motivated me throughout my life, and I have not changed till yet, because I have the feelings of that grass which I have come through, and I have to grow with that grass.
Yeah, you, in fact, what I find is, you are mostly focusing on value based education in life, what you have learned from your parents, what you have learned from your teachers, and you are also sharing it now, with students, with faculty, and they also feel a lot of enlightenment in them. Great, great of you. What is your take on the new education policy? As you know, the education policy has changed. Now, what are the salient features in the education policy which you consider it, worthwhile, purposeful? What are the basic things? I'm not telling you to go into the detail, but I'm talking on the salient features which really strikes you.
You see, nowadays educations which are provided by the universities of traditionals and the professional universities, it is more into learning mode. This is the reason most of the students are exported to the foreign countries in search of higher education. Why they are exported to foreign countries is because there the education system is totally different than the Indian educational system. Indian educational system is based on theory mode, whereas the foreign educational system is both combination of theory and practicals. Now we are talking about industry integrated programs. Now we are talking of vocational education programs. Most of the students who pass out from the traditional universities, they just have a BA, BCom, BSc, all these kind of programs.
Right.
They never thought of career oriented programs which can give them right away the job after their completion.
They are fully equipped now.
Yeah, fully equipped.
Yeah.
So the whole idea of the new education policy is to vocationalize the education system, so that the student is ready for the job after completion. And second good aspect of this vocational education, there will be no dropout system. Suppose you have studied for 3 months or 6 months or 1 year, you will get a certificate of your entire duration of the program. So that wherever you go, you are not jobless, you can at least get a job. So idea is not to have a dropout ratio, to give them a way to get employment, so that berojgar nahi rahega Bharat.
Right. And another one thing, what we really understand is, it's not necessarily you will be focusing in a particular domain like history or say political science. You at the same time you can continue some other areas also. Like for example, if an engineering student can also sit in a political science class and also learn. That's what I understand from the new education policy. It means together you can continue 2 courses.
Yeah, that is what interdisciplinary programs.
Yeah, right.
So you can study engineering with arts or basic social sciences. So all these things have now been changing in the educational scenario, and by 2025 the entire educational scenario will change through the NEP guideline.
Wonderful. Now one thing which strikes my mind and I thought I will put across is, you see, very rightly you said education in India is different to education in the West. Now you will definitely agree with me. Can you just highlight how education in the West is different to that in India?
See, the West education is, I can say, the best education, because they focus on both combinations, theory and practice. Theory and practice means 50% of their studies they will be assigned to an industry, and 50% they will be assigned to a professor. That is how they have been training the basic model of education.
Right.
That is why the expenditure on the education budget is very higher in the West than the India. Whereas the concept has not changed in our Indian context, and we still have to debate with the industries to take our students so that they can also better learn and give focus to your relevance areas. So far, most of the industries are getting ruined or debt ridden, and they are not able to get out from this.
They are not able to cope up with things.
Economic problems.
Right.
So this is the only regions that our students, our masters or graduates, those who are passing out from our universities, are not able to focus the relevant areas or the key areas of the industries. That is why we failed in the production or leadership areas.
Yeah. Now, since our education is industry integrated, things will take a different turn.
You see, in the foreign, if they pass out from any university, good university, and they get a job, their focus is target, results, that is all.
Right.
If you do not give the target or results, you are out.
Right.
But here that is not there.
Yeah.
So the system has to be changed. Even the government job, you are not guaranteed there. You can be terminated any moment. So those systems has to be applied in the Indian context. So to change the system of our employment and education both together.
Now earlier we used to have Gurukul system of education. Now yes, I fully agree with you, it is more of job oriented, particularly in the new educational policy, but still value based education in India still persists. Now what do you have to say on that?
In some of the institutions it still persists, and those who are talking about value based education, the students are not accepting those systems in the education because of the stress life, because in our days we have never seen television, we have never seen mobile, we have never seen internet, social media, nothing was there. So our system was full of values. Now if you talk of value education, the acceptance level is very low. Even nowadays this new generation is not going to temples. You see how many temples are there and how many people are going there? Nobody. It is because of the value system is remained in blind beliefs. They think that this is all useless and whatever we are doing.
So do you think the value system is gradually eroding in India?
Yeah, it is exactly eroding in India, and the value education system is taken away by the West, and they are now trying to provide such kind of a value education system.
Where we have left, they have picked up
like
from
Germany
us.
is doing,
Right. Yeah.
Switzerland, they are doing value based educations.
Wonderful.
And some of the universities in the West, they are also having yoga, they are also having meditation programs as the part of the curriculum. Even some of the universities in Japan, they have adopted Sanskrit as a course curriculum. So, these are things, it is getting changed nowadays.
Since you are the Vice Chancellor of the ICFAI University in Sikkim, could you just very briefly give an overview of an university, very briefly?
See, ICFAI is a legacy of 30 years group, educational conglomerate group. We have universities in 12 locations. We have in maximum focus in the Northeast. The whole idea and objective of ICFAI is to provide education at an affordable rate or affordable fee structures. That is how we have gone to the Northeast. We have been providing educations in the professional domains like management, hospitality, tourism, IT, law, etc. And ICFAI group, as I said you, we have 12 universities, 9 IBS schools which are offering PG diploma in management programs. Apart from that, we have many other research centers, that is case study research centers, which are renowned in the whole of the world today, and our students are focused both in case study method as well as theoretical methods, and we give more focus in the industry integrated programs in association with ASSOCHAM, in association with FICCI, in association with BSc. All these organizations we have been associating with them, and our students are also going to various competitions in other universities, whether it is sports, whether it is moot court, whether it is debate, whether it is essay, we keep them sending, so that the exposure level will be high. And as such, in the state of Sikkim, we are the best university in the state, and we have a very good branding in the state, and students from Bhutan, Nepal, Bangkok, Hong Kong, Arunachal Pradesh,
from
Nagaland,
different places, you know, they are coming.
They come
they are coming to ICFAI Sikkim. Great. As the leader of the university, because you are the Vice Chancellor, I would just like to ask you, any specific creativity or innovations has gone into play in your university in the recent years?
So, we have developed Pranab Mukherjee chair for sustainable development. We have developed late Madan Bhandari chair for the Nepali language and cultures, which is funded by the Right Honorable Madam Vidya Bhandari, the President of Nepal.
Okay.
That apart, we have chairs from different other universities like Tribhuvan universities.
Wonderful.
The whole idea of these collaborations is to bring the cultures of different countries and bring to our
create synergy, you know,
and work
very good. Wonderful.
in the light of the new innovations, new developments, and new areas of sustainability developments.
Wonderful. All said and done, even though you are the Vice Chancellor in the ICFAI University in Sikkim, but you are in Odisha. So, what I would like to ask you is, since you are from Odisha, do you have any plans to be a partner in the development process of the state of Odisha?
Definitely yes. In the year 98-99, I brought 2 private sector medical colleges, medical and dental colleges in the state of Odisha, and this is how I think about the progress of Odisha. As such, Odisha has developed lot of engineering colleges, medical colleges in the private and government sectors, and Odisha is progressing at a level of very high speed. And our Honorable CM is highly respected wherever I travel, and they talk about our Honorable CM,
Chief Minister,
and I feel proud of being an Odia, and I still feel that I have something to give
To
in the
Odisha.
state of Odisha
Right.
if I get a chance in the state.
Another one thing which I consider is, you see, for example, you have done so many things, but still you must be having some unfinished agenda. Which is your immediate priority to finish your unfinished agenda? Immediate priority, which you think you wanted to do, you couldn't do, but you want to do it immediately. What is that?
See, one unfinished agenda is skill development areas.
Acha, skill development.
We want to improve that skill development area, that is Skilling India. That is one of the pet project of our Honorable Prime Minister and our Honorable Education Minister, who is also additional charge of the Skill Development Ministry, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan. The whole idea is to develop skill development in the entire country, not only in our own state of Sikkim or Odisha. I am planning to develop for the entire country with all our universities together.
Wonderful.
We have signed agreement with NSDC for all 5 Northeast universities to run the skill development areas.
Wonderful.
And same we can also develop
Wonderful.
in other areas also.
As a Vice Chancellor, what would be your inspirational message to the young viewers of our channel?
See, my message to the young viewers is that understand yourself. First of all, you have to research who you are, what you are, and what you can contribute. That is what one can think. You are the creator of your own self, you are the creator of your own mistakes. If you want to blame anybody, you have to blame yourself. So, try to research yourself so that you can become a growing child for the future to carry on.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Patnaik. We did have a wonderful time with you,
My
and we
pleasure.
look forward for many more interactions in the future. Thank you so much.